Boils and ghouls, good evening. Beardo here. First things first, where did you lot come from? The channel has kind of had a little blow up the last couple of days. Purple, Mr. Grey, thank you. You absolute legends. I know a lot of this is through you. Bizarrely, there's somebody else that may have caused it, and I can't believe who it is. Stay tuned. Right, so I have made no bones about it. I'm a huge fan of the Ouija Brothers, and the Ouija Brothers have been commenting on my stuff. The Ouija Brothers have also given me permission to review and react to their ghost hunts. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It is not going to be a typical me pulling shit apart because they fake nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's all real. Guaranteed 100% of it. 90% of the time, they get nothing. And that's how I know it's real. I respect them. I aim to be a paranormal investigator in their core values. And that's why this video is about to take a turn. So, people have been asking me, right, the other morning, Mrs. Geek woke me up and she's like, you ain't gonna believe this. And I'm like, oh shit, what? You've had some people commenting on your video. Uh-oh. Who? And she went, the Ouija Brothers. I was like, that's awesome. The look on her face said different, and I'm like, oh shit. There's bad news coming. She's like, yeah, that ain't that ain't what I've woke you up for. I woke you up because Lainey and Ben have commented. The first thing I did was pick up my phone like, oh, did they? I'll fucking show them. How dare they come into my channel and be rude, aggressive, and tell me I'm an asshole, and shit, they've been really nice. God damn it. They were very nice. They were very polite. And if I could find their comment, because it's been a busy week, I'm going to read it out. And I'll reply here in video format. Hey Beardo, I hope by commenting we're not intruding much on the other side of the fence. We know you're not a huge fan of us. I wonder what could give you that impression. Was it the debunking video I did 2 days before? And we completely respect that. That's your feelings. I've just heard you referenced our video from tonight there. In the really haunted has gone too far and I'm angry. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not, but that video and our previous one is all about us trying to explain that we're all for channels like yours. I've watched them. I have watched them. And I don't know what to make of them if I'm completely honest. I need you to look at it. Lainey and Ben, please look at it from my perspective. I believe in the paranormal. I spend my free time out in -1 degrees weather, pissing down with rain some nights, stood there with an EMF and a camcorder like a crazy person, talking to stuff that ain't there, because I want to catch something. I want to prove that there is something after this life for my own personal reasons. My best friend, my grandparents, we leave that where it is. I find fake videos as a attack on my beliefs. Lainey, I understand from watching some of your content that you were raised Catholic, or at the very least raised religious. If somebody was to insult your religion, you would understand how I feel about people faking paranormal stuff. The reason I'm not being as rude to you, the pair of you, as other channels is A, I knew you hadn't long had a baby, and B, I heard that Ben was verbally assaulted. I ain't going to give anyone shit when they've just had a kid. And now I know how much grief you went through with that childbirth. I'm glad I stayed away from your channel for as long as I did. But now the gloves are off. You guys are all well and good and in a happy place releasing more fake content. I'm going to keep debunking it. That's what I do. You make fake, I debunk fake. That's what I do. That's what you do. We can't mesh. However, you have been very respectful. You have been very polite. You shocked me with how open you were to Purple. You really did shock me. However, if you had had different debunkers on that channel, that conversation would have been a lot different. Because I would have asked you harder questions. Things like in this video where your hand is seen. How can we pull it down, put it back up without the hand? But the hand video is still available on the Shapes channel. Could you explain that to me, please? I wouldn't have been shouting, ranting, raving, swearing and calling you names. That's not what I do. I do that to Lee from Really Haunted because he is an abysmal person. And Lenny and Ben, if you take anything from that podcast, Purple said to you the following. Really Haunted is really bad for you, and he's really bad for Casper Sight. That's the bit you need to take on board. I respect Parple. I like Parple. I consider Parple a friend in the short time I've known him. We speak a lot away from YouTube. We just shoot the shit sometimes, and it's fun. He's a very nice guy. However, it hasn't gone so well for him, I feel, because people wanted him to ask the questions I would have asked. I understand why he didn't. Parple is too nice a guy. Simple as, he's a very nice man, and he didn't want to upset anyone, and I think he thought he could mend fences between warring communities. We want people to offer pushback on our videos and hear other people's opinions. You'll get it. I'm a fan of what you do, believe it or not, and I hope you keep up the good work. Joe, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I'm not a fan of your content. I am not a fan of you faking stuff. I am not a fan of you pulling the wool over people's eyes. If you come out and say it's all been fake, entertainment purposes only, but we're going to carry on, then you'll have my respect. My fear of those 2 videos where you say about us being welcome and all the rest of it, my fear is that you're starting to see all of these little debunking channels start to grow and take off. And that's going to be your next thing. That ain't going to sit well with a lot of people. I'm sorry. And this is me. I'm blunt. I'm honest, but I'm being polite. You seem like lovely people. However, you are so far removed from the type of people that I associate with. It doesn't work. I will be polite to you from now on. I will be polite, but the most part, you know, I respect you coming over. I respect you taking that shot. I respect you coming into what could be a very hostile environment. However, you guys fake videos. I know it. I've proved it. Others have proved it. We ain't on the same wavelength at all, because I take it personally when people fake paranormal evidence. Also, Lainey and Ben, you said that if somebody comes from your community and is very rude and toxic and horrible and bullying, you want to know about it so you can do something about it. Do something about Sonic, Tails and Knuckles fan. He's come in here and he hasn't said anything worth repeating other than I'm a twat. Literally, at Beardo Gets Scared, capital letters, twat. It did make me laugh. Other people are commenting in other videos and he's just laughing at them, making zero sense. And then he's told me to debunk 2 gaming channels. I don't know what all that's about. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, I've never done this on YouTube. You are the first. You are such a bellend. Get out. You're banned. I've always wanted to do that on YouTube. I do it on Twitch all the time. But nah, you're not banned from the channel. You're entitled to be a dickhead. Beardo Gets Scared, you twat. Thank you. Sonic Tails Knuckles fan. Leave Really Haunted alone. I saw you post on Lainey and Ben post about verbal abuse. Shit, Really Haunted had abuse when people went to his house, damaged his car, and I went into his house without permission. He definitely had the right to defend himself and family because 2 of the blokes coming into his house. Really Haunted is definitely real. Commas and full stop, Sonic. If you're gonna come in here and try to insult me, at least attempt to come across as somebody that knows how to spell, that knows grammar. Pretty please, for the love of God, try to be, in the very least, articulate if you're gonna be a dick. But I hope you have a nice day, and you feel free to come in here and make a tit out of yourself. Sonic Tails and Knuckles fan. This guy can step on spikes. Leave Really Haunted alone. Twat. Lainey and Ben, he came from your community. This type of person is doing you no favours at all. A, he looks like an idiot. B, he's being an idiot. C, he can't spell. He has no grammar. I mean, really? Really, Sonic? Right. And then Lainey and Ben commented again. And this is where I have to be blunt again. And I apologise if anyone is upset that I'm being blunt. But people keep commenting, love your videos because of how honest you are. I can't be anything other than honest. Otherwise, I can't ghost hunt with a good conscience because I'm a liar. And I'm not a liar. I want integrity in my ghost hunting and in my debunking. And to do that, I have to be honest in everything I do on the internet. I can't pretend to be something I'm not here when everyone on Twitch that watches me knows exactly what I'm like. And I have a mouth, and I sometimes say things to get me into trouble, but I get into trouble through saying what's on my mind with integrity rather than getting into trouble for lying or faking shit. Lainey and Ben said, what about seeing the creators that perhaps you don't view as your peers? Don't get me wrong, we're supporters, although I do look forward to seeing the response we get by invading your comment section. I think you'll find that not one of my community will come into your comments and call you a twat. They don't go into Really Haunted and call him a twat, and he is. Big respect to you though. I'm not sure if you saw my response to your comment on our channel, but we respect the graft you put into your videos. You're not some basement dweller with horns that attacks channels. I've got horns, but I'm not in a basement. Your videos take time and effort, and we respect that. They do. By the way, we still want a Debunker's game night. Slide us an invite. No. Lainey and Ben, as polite and as nice as you've been, and I respect that, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for coming in here like adults. But no. If I start making videos with you guys and having gaming nights with you guys and being friends with you guys, my credibility as a paranormal investigator and as a debunker is in the toilet. I can't do it. I'm insulted by fake videos. I'm not saying you've insulted me, but your content does. Because it makes me look like a crazy person at best. Or at worst, it makes me look misguided. And I'm not willing to risk the credibility that I'm building. Now, to everyone else out there, you may be looking at me going, if you game with Lainey and Ben and get them on your channel and interact with them and do videos with them, your channel will explode and you will get X amount of subscribers and comments, and I don't want it. I could do that and grow the fast way, and it wouldn't be an honest representation of me. It wouldn't be an honest way of building my community. I have built this community so far by being honest, by being blunt, by calling people out, by going out for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a night in the freezing cold, looking like an idiot. That's how I've built my following, and that's how I'll continue to build my following. I appreciate the offer. I appreciate that you want to get involved. But my morals won't let me do it. I have to keep myself squeaky clean in order for people to take me seriously. People like the Ouija Brothers are commenting on my videos, Mr. Grey, Purple, etc. People I hold in high regard, and I want to keep them in a high regard, and I want to be taken seriously. You seem like nice people. You do seem like nice people, and maybe you don't realise the effect that fake paranormal videos have on people like myself who believe, and believe for very good reasons, and want to find proof. I don't think you've realised quite how much channels like yours upset people. Now, you're not quite in the league of Really Haunted. You're not quite there. You were nearly there at one point. I see that you've said we will not confirm or deny, which to me is an admission of guilty. Because if I had found videographic paranormal evidence in my own home and somebody said it's fake, I would die on my sword defending it. It would be, this is real. Come to my house, look at the video files in my editing software. You can see it's not faked. I'll show you the raw files. All my ghost hunts, I keep the raw files. I'm gonna have to delete some. My hard drive's full and there's no fucking evidence on them yet, I hope. Anyway, guys, going forward, I will not be gaming with Lainey and Ben. I have a little bit more respect for them as people than I used to have, but as content creators, I feel the exact same way about them. It's an insult to my beliefs and what I do on this channel. Sorry. Ish. Anyway, so going forward, I will be reacting to Ouija Brothers videos. They've given me full permission to do with as I see fit their content. I asked them, did they want any rules in place? They want me to wait a couple of weeks before I react. They were like, have at it. Can't fault them. I appreciate them. Ouija Brothers, you're absolute legends. I will link the Ouija Brothers down below. I will link Purple. I will link Mr. Grey. I will link The Shape, even though he doesn't know who I am yet. These are the guys you need to check out to see which videos are fake in what, where, when, how. A lot of them do it with comedy. A lot of them do it quite nicely. Some people get rightly pissed off, like I did with Really Haunted, because that really got under my skin and upset me. All of these comments, I'm going to try and do a comment video tomorrow. However, I think I've had over 1,000 comments in 24 hours and I cannot possibly get through them all. I never thought this would happen. Some have come from Lainey and Ben, but for the most part, people have come from my debunking videos and the people I associate with that debunk. So in order for me to keep my integrity and to keep this channel growing the right way, I can't associate with people that have faked videos, been caught faking videos, have numerous debunking videos showing that they're faking. Ben, Lainey, apologies if that has come across at all harsh, but if you hadn't have been so polite to me in my comments beforehand and just come in and asked me to game, I wouldn't have been as polite. I respect you as people, I respect you as parents, I respect that you work full-time jobs as well as your YouTube, but so do the rest of us. I genuinely hope you have good, happy lives, and I will see you in the next video that I debunk. You make fake stuff, I debunk fake stuff. That's what we do. We're on opposite sides of the same coin. We will never be on the same side. I'm sorry. Even if suddenly you became very honest and said, no, this is fake, we're going to debunk, then I've got no reason to watch you. Because I'm like, really? Somebody's been faking stuff? Now calling others out? Bloody dare they. I hope you guys have a great time. Whatever you're doing, I would stay away from Really Haunted. You do you. Do what you've got to do. Be yourselves. Maybe cut back. Maybe cut back a little bit on the fake bullshit, you know? I am joking a lot. I am messing about a lot. But my channel integrity is more important to me than making friendships with people that I've got nothing in common with. I know that sounds harsh. I know that sounds... Some people are going to be like, who the hell do you think you are? I'm Beardo. I have integrity. I've got morals. And I'm going to do this my way. If it takes 10 years longer than it should, because I refuse to sell my soul for views and subscribers, then so be it. Because at the end of the day, when I call it quits on this and I'm done making content, I'll have done it the right way. I'll have done it honestly. And I'll have done it with full support of my community. Because I guarantee I'd lose subscribers if I did anything with you guys. Because people would lose respect for me as a debunker and as a ghost hunter, as a paranormal investigator. So everyone in the comments, and I mean everyone in the comments, have yourself a great day. Be your best self. Learn how to use commas and full stops and exclamation marks to get your point across better. I'll pass on some advice that my grandfather once passed on to me. Before he died, my grandfather said the following: in life, try not to be a dick. Beardo, out.